it past 25. Joke's on you, we still alive.
You know, there are still people giving Michael Vick a ton of crap about the dog situation from oh so long ago. Like, that was a very long time ago. Yet, to this day, there are people who are at Mike Vick's throat about the dogs. My goodness. And I think that really segues neatly into this conversation around Gabby Petito, because it's been kind of bonkers. First time I heard about it was literally before it really took off. There's a show called Nightwave that I'll link in the description. The guy Mersh, he's a pretty funny dude. But he was covering this before it really started to snowball and escalate. And I believe at the point we're at right now is Brian Laundrie, her boyfriend. Okay, let me TLDR you on the entire situation right quick. Gabby Petito is I think a van life YouTuber who was on a trip with her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, who came back in her van because they had a trip out to the desert, and he came back alone. Then questions started popping up. He went silent. He wouldn't talk to police, anything else like that. And fast forward, her body was found, and he's been missing ever since. Like, right before her body was found, he took off, and he's been missing ever since. And to be honest, it's a rather interesting story just on its face, right? You know, the young couple go out into the desert, one comes back, you know, two enter, one leaves. There's some meat on that bone. And I saw that episode of Nightwave that I was speaking of, the guy Mersh, the host Mersh of Revenge of the Sis. He was examining the police officers stopping of their van and talking to them, and like, because they apparently were driving erratically and all this other stuff. It was a lot going on with it. So, you know, the circumstances were, you know, once again, a topic of interest, like all of it, because the boyfriend went missing and so many questions. And like I said, you know, this country, it tends to like cute things. You know, dogs are cute things. And, you know, young, very young, well, white women are cute things, right? So, a cute white girl goes missing, but you don't really have to play the whole race thing, right? Well. Then we got... Oh. Okay, I messed that up. So that leads us to this piece of work. Boys, you know I cannot stand this woman. It's the reason why, like, I don't even pay attention to the bullshit she say, but she is literally a Crayola cabal agent, all right? I mean, if you can sit there and slap a color on it, damn it, she gon' do it. So, let's hear what this dizzy bitch gotta say.
If you've been watching the news for the past few days or on Twitter or TikTok, you're probably familiar with the name Gabby Petito, the 22-year-old aspiring social media influencer who was reported missing after her fiance returned from their van life excursion without her. On Sunday, human remains believed to be Petito's were found in a national park in Wyoming. An autopsy is scheduled for tomorrow to confirm the identity.
Now, all that took place, all that's already taken place. It's confirmed, and once again, my man is in the wind.
It goes without saying that no family should ever have to endure that kind of pain.
And you can shut the fuck up right there. That's it. But of course, there's more.
Family certainly deserves answers and justice. But the way this story has captivated the nation has many wondering, why not the same media attention when people of color go missing?
I don't know, person with a television show. I mean, granted, it's on MSNBC and nobody, and like the hardcore, truly, honestly, at this point, It's MSCCP, okay? Like, that's what your channel really should be called. Make absolutely no mistake about that shit. All right, you guys are, woo, y'all are lost in the sauce. By the way, how's Melissa Harris Perry doing? She okay? Like, yo, her and Schultz. I remember their great exodus of anybody who would go against this agenda. And you got this woman right here with her real light, unnatural hair color, particularly for her, lights, hair lights in her, in her hair. About to just.
Well, the answer actually has a name: missing white woman syndrome.
And I will categorize that right up there with gender and all the other basic bullshit, CRT bullshit that y'all made up. Go fuck yourselves. Still is, she's a cute girl. Honestly, the reason I haven't played, when it comes to Gabby Petito, I'm not gonna play the game that we usually play on the channel, is because she favors someone rather close to me, and so thusly, and that I could never see in that light. So it's just like, but she's a cute young girl, and the situation, right, particularly with the boyfriend going missing and everything else like that, it's interesting. And guess what? It'd be interesting had the like if any of these other situations were playing out in such a manner. I like to think regardless of skin color or anything else, of skin color or nationality or anything else like that. Like, hey, shoot, she's like, 2 went out, 1 came back. What the hell? Like, that's a good question. but here we are.
The term coined by the late and great Gwen Ifill to describe
feminist academia.
The media and public fascination with missing white women like Lacey Peterson or Natalie Holloway, while ignoring cases involving missing people of color.
Says the person with a platform, with a way larger platform than anybody else. Like, sweetie, if you want to highlight these things, highlight them. Like, yo, have people on a beat. Hey, you can trust me. I mean, and it's not just like women go missing all the time, all right? Like, it sucks. And that's one of the reasons the family is so important. That's just one of the reasons fathers, protectors are so important. But you're also of the same mindset in ideology that believes that fathers are completely unnecessary and single mothers are actually households and shit. And it's like, nah, nigga, that shit is not the same. I'm sorry.
Joining me now is Derica Wilson, co-founder and CEO of the Black and Missing Foundation, and Lynette Gray Bull, founder of Not...
The fuck am I looking at? Yo, what do I... Okay, you know what? We're done here. We're done. It's always, and this isn't just this. This is that mindset. This is that mentality that I talk about on the channel. Is like, oh well, me. That's the thing. Well, yeah, this young white woman went missing, but what about all the women of color? Like, just if you came with such an interesting story, no matter who you are, and like, oh my goodness, like, you, particularly if you are on the platform, right? If you are trying to make a name for yourself and some weird shit like that happens to you, like, yeah, male or female. Unfortunately for Gabby, it turned out the way that it did. But I just, like, this whole me. Well, what about me? Like the people who can always turn some shit into them are really people to avoid. And that's, trust me, I mean, I am well versed in that. But in the spirit of her request here, I don't have the platform she does. I don't have the platform that the New York Post does. But I will highlight some stories. Why? Because, I'm gonna fill out the video a little bit as well, and a couple of them kind of cute. All right, so let's get into this right quick. Dose Alvarez. Okay. The photo didn't load. Oh man, so the only photo that loaded was this one. So, with that being said, yeah. No. Actually, like, honestly, I'll probably have to mark that one on out. Yeah, sure. That's not gonna age great, but it'll definitely be high. And on the second on the second row, and hold on, yeah, yeah. I mean, I can't tell the age, can't tell the age, can't tell the age. I can definitely tell the age. So the leaves too. Not really. Nah, I'm good on that one. And on this one, sure, why not? Okay, that one works. So don't sit here and say, Joy Reid,
Yeah, and
no one highlights missing young women, cause boom, I just did in my own way. So guys, with that being said, we're gonna bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like it, toss it a like. Dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice. You want to get videos like this every single day. Share because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Links in the description. Actually go in the description box and do damage and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? Yeah, Joy Reid is like, yo, this is bullshit. This is straight up bullshit. If you're gonna be sad for it. But don't use that as a lead-in to another conversation you want to have. If you want to have a conversation, Joy Reid, just have the fucking conversation. All right? Don't sit there and piggyback off of that shit, because that's trash, man. That really is trash. And whether or not you want to admit it, you are purposefully detracting from the tragedy that is that young lady losing her life. But you may disagree. And that's what my comment section's for. Until the next one.
Your booze mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer. Every breath I take without your permission raises my self-esteem.